I'm a black man with a bunch of money and having a crib in Brentwood and having the word spray painted over my gate. That lets you know I ain't too far removed, and I still got a lot more work to do. And no matter how far money or access or how you become in life as an African American man, female, they will always try to figure out a way to let you know that you still beneath them. And it's either one or two things at that point. You either cave into that notion or you just chalk it up and say, you know what? I'm gonna paint over this goddamn gate and I'm gonna make it taller.
Yeah. In the past, I think a lot of athletes were afraid of speaking out about, race, politics, social issues because they didn't want to jeopardize their endorsement opportunities. Do you think the relationship between athletes and companies has changed since when you entered the league?
I think so. I think, by athletes being able to use their voice for the greater good is given a lot of these companies a notion of, we should listen to what these athletes have to say.
It used to be the athlete shows up, says a few lines, stands in front of a product, but also he or she had to be kind of bland, right? Not provocative, not offending anyone. Hey, do you think that's changed as well?
I think they had to do what the company asked them, right? Sell a product, move this product for them. Now the company is saying, how do we work with you to tell your story? It's a real partnership now. There's no power, no one's more powerful than each other.
The companies are realizing and understanding that the athletes that they have a voice, and their voice carries more than just dribbling a basketball or swinging a racket. I think these athletes have so much more power than their respective sport and what we see them in, their uniform. Because we are educated and we do have feelings and we do have passion about things that go on and we have opinions.
I think it's really important for authenticity's sake to have the creative ideas, real language, real opinions of the athletes, and frankly, anyone that we collaborate with from a marketing standpoint come through. That you don't want to just write a script and hand it to someone and have them read lines, but what are their ideas about how they move in the world?
When I first started the business, you would hear the word sponsorship a lot, and you would also hear brands talk about athletes as assets. They would literally say assets, and it always made my skin crawl. I would say it's people, they're not assets. So therefore, people change and people evolve. So even if you're a brand and you have a relationship or a partnership with an athlete or a musician or someone who's gonna endorse your brand, you have to treat them as they're your partner, as they're really your partner. You have to really understand what's important to them.
Thanks to social media now, athletes have such a platform to speak their mind, to share their lives. Do you feel that companies are ready to join them in supporting that?
I believe so, and I've had such great partnerships over the years, and I believe companies will continue to gravitate towards athletes who speak about things that's powerful and things that's moving. It's more important that I don't think the companies are afraid anymore. They're not afraid to join forces with an athlete or join forces with anyone that feels like this is how they feel about either the society of what's going on in today's world, or the junction of America, or who's running the greatest country in the world, the United States of America. And I don't think companies are afraid of that notion anymore.
We cannot deny that we are very divided, especially in the political arena.
Yeah, for sure.
Warriors said, if we had an invite, we're not going to the White House. LeBron, you called the president a bum.
Yeah, straight up.
How do you describe the climate for an athlete with a platform nowadays that want to talk about what's happening in our world?
Well, the climate is hot. The number one job in America, the point of person, is someone who doesn't understand the people and really don't give a about the people.
What did you think when you first saw what LeBron said? What was your reaction to his conversation?
I said, go ahead. I want to hear more of that. Again, I don't think that we hear enough about what is really happening, off of the court. And I was so proud to have created a space for LeBron and KD to have an honest dialogue about race and culture and politics in America. How wonderful is that? How miraculous.
Conversation elicited a wide sort of variety of reactions,
Yeah, for sure.
one of which was the predictable stick to sports,
Yeah.
shut up and dribble. What is your reaction to that?
You know, it makes me laugh in the beginning and at the end, and still now. I'm still laughing at the notion because we are more than just athletes. We are more than just shut up and dribble. You know, if that was the case, then Muhammad Ali would have just shut up and boxed. If that was the case, Bill Russell would have just shut up and dribbled the ball. If that was the case, Jackie Robinson would have just shut up and slid into home base. No, we're such more than that. I'm much bigger than just dribbling a basketball. You know, it could have been shut up and be a father. That would have been something I would have loved a lot better than you know, shut up and dribble the ball. But I think us as athletes, we're much powerful than that, and it starts all the way back since the great of time. So we will not shut up and dribble. That's the last thing we will do.